Edgeworks Nebula.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Hey, Molly.
Hey, Max.
Molly, I have a different kind of episode for you today, and I hope you're okay with it, and I hope you're open. Like, I hope you open your mind to a new type of episode today.
Max, if there's one thing you know about me, it's that my mind is always wide open. In fact, sometimes it doesn't close.
Okay, but I still have some fun facts for you to guess, to see if you can guess today's topic, even though today's episode is going to be a horse of a different color. Fun fact for guessing today's topic number 1. Today's topic has 7 major steps. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major steps.
Okay. You know what? I need to hear the next. I can't take the notes. You have to give me a second one. Yeah.
Okay. Fun fact for guessing number 2. Today's topic was created by Sir Francis Bacon.
Oh.
That's a pretty big guess if you're a Baconator. That's a pretty big guess, okay? Yeah.
Okay.
We stand Francis Bacon in this house. Just kidding. Okay.
Wait, I have to guess.
But you're gonna get it after the 3rd clue.
Okay, give it.
Do you have a guess?
No, I don't have one. Now I just want a burger. Okay.
Okay, the 3rd fun fact for guessing today's topic. Rachel, give me a drum roll. I said Rachel, not Molly.
Sorry. Yep, sorry. I like to pretend I'm her.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just kidding. Okay, our 3rd fact for guessing today's topic. Rachel, give me a drum roll. Our podcast got its name from today's topic.
Sir Isaac Newton.
What?
I mean, a scientific method.
Yeah!
It's the scientific melody. It's the scientific melody. Scientific melody with Molly and Max.
Is that not Newton? No, Francis Bacon.
I just said No, it's Francis Bacon.
It's Mavis Bacon.
We're talking about the scientific method.
You know what? I got a hypothesis.
Okay.
That's number 1.
Nope.
Hold on now. I used to know the scientific method. I used to know it. Will you have me try to guess it, though? Because I think I can.
I don't think you will, because it's not what you think it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Spooky.
Interesting. I know the scientific method.
You have entered the scientific zone. Okay, so we're actually talking about as a little gotcha, a little switcher up. So today's topic, we're actually going to talk about experiments.
Oh my!
But
God.
to conduct an experiment you have to use the scientific method. So we're going to kind of talk about both. What is an experiment? Molly, what is an experiment?
An experiment is testing something to try to find a scientific reason or answer. We need to put something to the test.
Yeah, that's a great definition. I'll read what I wrote. It says an experiment is a scientific procedure undertaken to make a discovery, to test a hypothesis, or to demonstrate a known fact.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Sure does.
So, in the simplest form, an experiment is simply to test a hypothesis. We have a question, we are curious about something, we want to test it out to find the answer. We conduct an experiment.
Okay.
So, experiment basics. Are you ready?
Okay. Yes.
The experiment is the foundation of the scientific method, which is a system meant to explore the world around you. Does that make sense? Does that sentence make sense?
Say it one more time for me. I'm going to really put on my listening ears.
An experiment is the foundation of the scientific method, which is a system meant to explore the world around you.
Yes,
I said
it makes total sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Is that right? The way that you did it just this time? Yeah, that made sense. That made sense.
So, although some experiments take place in laboratories, by doctors and scientists.
Well, like where we're in right now.
Exactly, yes. Mm-hmm. Not what we are, but where we are. Okay, although some experiments can take place in professional places like laboratories and hospitals and stuff like that, you can actually perform experiments anywhere at any time.
Stop it.
Every science experiment has 7 primary steps. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for it. Number 1, observation.
No, but so close.
Number 1, hypothesis.
No.
Question.
No.
A question.
No.
Dang it.
Step 1 is purpose. We need to decide a purpose of why are we doing what we're going to do.
Yes.
Why do we want to perform this particular experiment? So we have to come up with the purpose first. Now,
then,
step 2, you said it already.
Research.
No.
Hypothesis.
No. You're literally you're so
Hypothesis.
close. No.
Hypothesis.
No. You said it.
Observation.
Yeah, step 2 is the observation. So step 2 is it's our curious nature that forces us to observe the physical world. And sometimes these observations consist of very minor details. Sometimes they don't.
Wow.
Some questions are formed as a result of these observations. So sometimes we've got questions and we observe observations and we have little details. And then sometimes we observe an observation and we're like, wait a second, why did it do that?
What?
Why does the hair stand up that way when I put the gel in? Why doesn't it go the other way?
Why doesn't it go the other way?
Okay, so step 1, purpose. Step 2, observation. Step 3,
let me guess. Can I guess?
it's not hypothesis.
It's
So
not
now
hypothesis. This is
you have said it.
Location where you're at.
No, you said it. You said it.
I said it.
Purpose, observation,
Research.
research. Step
Give
3
me that
is research.
Give me
So
that.
detailed research needs to be done before you start an experiment.
Okay.
So you have to know why we're doing what we're doing when we do it, before we do it.
Okay. I can't wait for some examples.
So it always helps to get a better idea of all of the possible results before you start an experiment.
Don't
Make
I
sense?
know it? Don't I know it?
So step 1, purpose. Step 2, observation. Step 3,
research.
and now step 4 is
And
your
now
favorite
step
part.
4, hypothesis.
Yeah. So
could
step
happen?
4 is the hypothesis. So in this part of the experiment process, we predict the answer to our
Yes.
question. It's not a
Yes.
guess. The hypothesis.
Educated guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just like a flippant guess. It's an educated guess.
Yes.
So the hypothesis is generally based specifically on the research and any information we've already collected.
Yes, this makes so much sense to me.
Perfect. So step 1, purpose. Step 2, observation. Step 3, research, which then helps us form step 4, our hypothesis, which then leads us into step 5.
Experiment.
Yeah, you got it. Step 5 is the experiment. So step 5, now we conduct a test to check whether our prediction is right.
I know the next step. I know the next step after
Well, I'm
this.
not there yet. Hang on.
Okay.
Proper procedure is needed. You have to
Yes.
follow proper procedure in the experiment step to
OSHA
make sure.
violations.
Yeah, great. Yeah, perfect. So dang it, you have to follow proper procedure to perform the experiment to make sure the result is as accurate as possible. And then you have to make sure you note all of the results. So you have to be really detailed in the
Yes.
result and taking notes on the results itself.
You can't just be writing results and then be like, "Oh, I'm really hungry.
I
have to go
think
get a
it was
Reese's Peanut
green."
Egg." I think it was. I forgot to write it down, but I think it was green. But I did have a snack now. Yeah.
So step 1, purpose. Step 2,
Step 2,
observation. Step 3, research. Step
Step
4,
hypothesis.
Step
Step
5,
experiment.
Step 6,
analyze your data.
analysis. Yeah, you're killing it. So in this step, we thoroughly analyze the result we got from the experiment. Make sense?
Makes so much
Step
sense.
1, purpose. Step 2, observation. Step 3, research. Step 4, hippopotamus. Step 5, experimente. Step 6, analysis. Which brings us to our step 7, the conclusion. Well done, Molly. You should be proud. So in step 7, the conclusion, it is the last phase of any experiment. All the collected data is reviewed and a conclusion is made. This step proves if your hypothesis was correct or if you a dumb bum and you need to go back to the beginning.
If you're a dumb bum.
So the conclusion is the last phase of the scientific method, and it is where you find out if your hypothesis was correct or if you have to start over and adjust.
Now, how am I going to get to do this right now?
So You can if you want, but you might not be able to. But I wanted to have a couple of experiments that our listeners can do at home that are very easy and very simple and are kind of fun. Disclaimer.
They're going to get wet.
Well, maybe. Well, I don't know. You shouldn't. So don't do this alone. Rachel, we should just have some really, really quick dialogue where it's like, the scientific ability is not responsible for it. You know what I mean?
Reminder, the stunts in this movie were performed by professionals.
No, these are very, very simple, very, very basic, very, very easy, and so cool, and the results are so awesome. So I'm going to walk you through all of these steps, and then definitely listen to this again just to make sure you have the steps correct. And when you're at home with your family or friends or guardians or whoever you're with,
or your dog,
you can do, or if you're at school and you want your teacher to do this with you as well, you can do these experiments. Dog. Experiment 1! Are you ready?
Do it, yeah.
This one is called water walking.
Are
you so excited right now?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so all we need for this experiment, we need some plastic cups, some paper towels, some water, and some normal food coloring. That's it. Just those 4 ingredients. That's all we need.
Wow.
So you're going to take 7 clear plastic cups, and you're going to put them on the counter, and you're going to fill every other cup with water. You tracking?
Every other cup with water.
So 7 cups. You're going to fill the first cup, the third cup, the 5th cup, and the 7th cup with water.
1, 3, 5, 7. Fill
1,
those
3,
babies
5,
up.
7.
Now, Max,
Cool.
all the way up
Yes.
to the tippy top?
Or
Or just like a little glass half full situation?
Either way.
Okay.
Yeah, either way. I think a
Okay.
full glass will probably do it faster, but you can do half a glass.
Oh,
you
I
can
wonder
do
what
3
it's
quarters
gonna
of a
do.
glass. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to take the red food coloring. We're going to add 5 drops into the first cup and the 7th cup.
Okay.
We're going to take yellow food coloring, and we're going to add 5 drops into the 3rd cup.
Okay.
And then we're going to take the blue food coloring, and we're going to add 5 drops into the 5th cup.
Okay.
So then, once you have your cups, you've got your water, you've got your food coloring, everything's set, you're going to get some paper towels, and you're just going to roll the paper towels up into like a little paper towel rope. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
Roll it up.
Then I'm going to place one end of the first paper towel into the first cup. And then I'm going to put the other end of that paper towel into the empty second cup.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And then I'm going to repeat this for every cup. So that I'm going to put a paper towel end into the second cup, and I'm going to put the other end into the third cup. And then I'm going to get a new paper towel, put it in the third cup, and then put the other end in the 4th cup, and so on and so forth until I've got paper towels into all of the cups.
Okay, great.
So then you just sit back and you watch the water walk from one cup to the other cup.
Stop it.
And so what's cool is the paper towels will actually absorb the colored water from the first cup and put it into the second cup, and then it will keep going.
I want to do this.
So cool, right?
Have you done this?
I have not done this, but I watched it, and it actually is really, really cool. So that's experiment 1. Super easy. It's very, very cool. You can do it at home, and you can watch it, and it's like you're watching science in real time. Pretty cool, right?
It is very cool.
This next one, though, is pretty cool.
I can't wait to be here.
Experiment 2!
Number 2!
Are you ready? This one's called Magic Milk. All we need for this is some milk, a plate, either paper or
I know
other
what you're gonna do with
kind
this.
of plates.
I know what you're
You
gonna do
need
with
some
this.
food coloring,
Yep.
a Q-tip, and some dish soap. So again, very, very simple. All we're going to do is we're going to take our plate and we're going to add a very, very small layer of milk onto the plate. And then you're going to drop some food coloring into it. However you want. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no right or wrong way. If you want to do some blue here, some red here, and some yellow here, and some green here, and some purple here, and some orange here, go for it. Food color to your heart's desire.
To your heart's desire.
So, notice that when you drop the food coloring into the milk, it doesn't move. It stays put. And that has to do with the density between the milk and the food coloring. The milk is thicker, so when you drop the food coloring in, it just kind of stays where it's at. So we're going to take our Q-tip, and we're going to dip it into some dish soap. And then we're going to carefully place the Q-tip in the middle of the milk on the plate. And you are going to watch the food coloring dance all around that milky liquid, that milky white, gross liquid. And that's the experiment.
Amazing.
And yeah, and just kind of do these 2 really simple, cool things and open your mind to the possibilities of science.
That's very cool. And I think what I have is a wrinkle and it's new and it's on my brain. New wrinkle on my brain.
Science is cool.
If you've got a purpose, if you want to figure something out, you've made an observation and now you want to test it somehow. Make sure you do your research. Information is key. Let's form a guess, a hypothesis, then we'll experiment and see. Let's use the scientific method. There are 7 steps to perform. We'll follow them one by one and our conclusion will form. Yeah, the scientific method created by Sir Francis Bacon. When we use our minds to experiment, our science brains awaken. Here are the 7 steps. Step 1, we need a purpose. Step 2, an observation. Step 3, research. We'll gather up all of our information. Step 4, a hypothesis. Step 5, let's experiment. Step 6 is the analysis that leaves step 7, the conclusion. It's the scientific method. There are 7 steps to perform. We'll follow them one by one and our conclusion will form. Yeah, the scientific method created by Sir Francis Bacon. When we use our minds to experiment, our science brains awaken.
Edgeworks Nebula.